The tarot cards were turned one by one. The alternative, intuitive, and almost angelic gypsy sighs. Well, my darling, I'm sorry to inform you that your husband is having an affair. My body twitched. My heart raced and seemed to inflate at such a speed I thought it would burst through my chest at any given second. Every heartbeat seemed to be magnified. It felt like my entire body was pulsating, as if I'd just run the race of my life. I knew at that moment my race had only just begun. Somehow, deflatingly, I knew how it would end. My body knew and was prepared for this. I, however, hadn't been consciously aware of what was to come. My mind caught up to my body in what felt like long, slow minutes, but in reality, it was more like a nanosecond when it dawned upon me the horrible secret my soul had kept safe under lock and key to steer me away from storm looming. Through now blurred vision, I watched the tarot reader of the past, present and future matter-of-factly continue to spill the beans on what this man I had devoted my entire life to was doing. As each card was turned over to reveal itself, the reader's words accompanying them were simple yet terrifying. It was all put into what seemed like one long, sickening sentence of torture. He is with a brunette woman who he works with. Not the same office, but in the same company. She isn't originally from Victoria, but from Sydney. It's been going on for 5 years. She loves him, and I'm afraid to say, he loves her too. I'm so sorry to tell you this. Her words began to be overshadowed by the thumping of my blood pulsating through my ears as rage welled up inside of me. I wanted to scratch her eyes out, push her off her crystal ball chair, and maybe, even for good measure, stomp on her like all evil witches bearing bad news. My anger seared, but a voice within my soul reached up to me, gently persuading my thoughts to stop, breathe, and wake. It appeared I had slumbered too long. Fragments of the past few years quickly flickered into my mind like a silent movie, showing me what I had missed and what I hadn't, but just didn't want to see. There were more signs of deceit than I cared to admit. Love is blind, and I had headed blindly for heartache. Then she asked if I was worried about my marriage before seeing her, then followed by asking about any strange behaviour I may have experienced in the past. Sitting for a moment, still grappling with my head, heart and anger, I finally thought to myself, how far back does she want to venture, and is it all relevant? I began picking furiously through the memories in my head, the colourful, peculiar, terrifying, funny, and most definitely memorable journal of what was my life. And what sort of strange things did she mean? Did she mean the headless woman who wandered my house growing up? Or maybe the piano playing songs by itself? Or the decapitated bird and the lifeless cat that sent me into early labour? Or was she talking about the strange things I had done, like my stint of pony thievery, or the experiment I took on myself with LSD? The list of possibilities swirled wildly in my head. I cleared my thoughts and thought of something else she may have meant before asking for confirmation. Do you mean from Jim and our marriage? Yes, she replied, eager for me to confirm her very talented theories. It was like I was frozen to my chair in her tiny incense spiritual room for what felt like a long while. The stories of Jim and his strange behaviour purged out of me like they'd been exorcised. So many. It surprised me and left me thinking how I could have ever missed putting them all together and seeing them sooner. The tears welled up and a river of sadness, disappointment and betrayal deep inside me threatened to burst its bank. Every story I told her, I heard myself justifying him or his actions. Speaking it aloud, it became clear. I wasn't seeing the woods for the trees. I felt like a twit, a loser, for not seeing it for how it was.